students, today I will discuss about water distribution system. So please come to the topic, water distribution system. So water distribution system means how to distribute the water. The purpose of the distribution system is to deliver the water to the consumer with appropriate quality, quantity and appropriate pressure. Okay. So by these three things, the things necessary is water distribution system. So in this area we will discuss about the water from the source to the point of use. Okay. So first thing you have to know, that is about the requirement of good distribution system. So what are the requirements of good distribution system? Please write down the first heading, the requirements of good distribution system. The requirements of good distribution system. The first thing is the water quality, because it is the main part of human health issue. So the water quality should not be deteriorated in the distribution system. So please write down the first thing, water quality should not be, the water quality should not be deteriorated in the point of use. That means where the water is delivering actually. Okay. And as well as in the distribution pipes also. As well as in the distribution pipes, okay, as well as in the distribution pipes. Okay, so this is the first thing we have to remember for the requirement of good distribution system. Okay, the second thing is pressure head. The second thing is pressure head. That means the pressure head at the point of use should be equal and should be sufficient to get the required amount of water. So please write down the pressure head should be sufficient so that the water can be used as per requirement. Okay, So the pressure head should be sufficient so that the water can be used as per requirement. So this is the second thing we have to remember. The third thing we have to remember that the amount of water should be supplied in which the firefighting is also considered. So the third thing is firefighting water, that means the water needed in fire condition or fire demand should be there in the distribution system. Okay, this is the third thing we have to remember. And the fourth thing is the layout should be very much simple so that repairing has to be so easy. The fourth thing is layout. Layout of distribution pipes. Please write down the layout of distribution pipes should be easy for maintenance purpose. Okay. The fourth thing is layout. And the fifth thing is that all the distribution pipe should be preferably laid in 1 meter away or above the shear lines. That means for any case or any incidents or any accidental case, the water distribution system means the water for drinking purpose or bathing purpose cannot be mixed with the sewerage system. So all the distribution pipes, please write down, all the distribution pipes should be at least 1 meter away or above the sewer pipes. Okay. So why this thing is necessary, which I have already discussed in the topic or in this point. Now the last thing is the pipe should be fairly watertight so that the leakage should be minimum. So please write down the last thing, it should be fairly watertight so that the leakage should be minimum. So this six things we have to remember in the requirement of good distribution system, good water distribution system. Now we will discuss about the different types of distribution system. So please come to the next topic, the different types of distribution system. So our next topic is different types of distribution system. Different types of distribution system. So there are four types of distribution system. The first one is gridiron system. Please write down the four types of water distribution system. In that, the first one is gridiron system. Gridiron system. Okay, this is the first one. And the second one is ring system. The second one is ring system. And the third one is radial system. The third one is radial system. Third one is radial system. And the fourth one is dead end system. The fourth one is dead end system. So these are actually four types of system we use in water distribution system. So please come to our next topic, that is gridiron system. So please write down gridiron system. Okay, so in this system it is very much suitable for cities with rectangular layout, where the water mains and the branches are laid in rectangles. So first thing you have to write down that it is suitable for rectangular towns or cities. Okay, it is suitable for rectangular towns or cities. First of all, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of this system. After that, we will discuss about the how this system works. So please write down the first thing, that is advantages. Okay, so in the first advantage, that the water is kept in good circulation due to the absence of the dead ends. As there is no dead end, the water is circulated in a good pattern, that means in a good rectangular pattern. So as there is no dead end, the water is circulated in a good pattern. The water is circulated in a good pattern. The second thing is, in case of any breakdown in some section, water is available for another section. So, in case of breakdown in any section of this particular water distribution system or in gridiron system, the water is available for another portion. The water is available for another portion. Okay, these are the two advantages of the gridiron system. Now, please write down the disadvantages. So, our next topic is disadvantages or disadvantage of gridiron system. Okay. So, in this first and last thing is, the exact calculation of size of pipe is not possible due to the provision of valve on all the branches. The exact size of pipes is not possible due to valves present in all branches. Okay, so this is the all about the gridiron system, the advantages and disadvantages. Now we will discuss about the gridiron system, how it works. So now please come to the topic, the part in which I will discuss about the how the gridiron system works. So, suppose this is the main pipe. Suppose this is main pipe, which is denoted as M, and the flow is in this direction. So, what is this? This is direction of flow. So, suppose this is the main pipe. So, from this main pipe, there is another pipe from this main pipe, that is the sub-main pipe, that is known as sub-main pipe. So these pipes are sub-main pipes. Okay, these pipes are sub-main pipes. So if the flow comes in this direction, the flow will be in this direction or in this direction. Okay, so these are called sub-main pipe. So what M stands for? M stands for main pipe. And S, what is S? S stands for sub-main. S stands for sub-main pipe. Okay. And here, as it is a junction point, or there are 4 branches, so for every branch there is a cut-off valve. So this portion is known as cut-off valve, which I have already discussed in the advantage and disadvantage topic. Now, from this sub-main pipe, there will be some branch pipe. Suppose here is a branch, here is also some cut-off valves, and these pipes are known as branch pipes. So water may go through in this direction, or water may go in this direction for this particular type of figure, or for in this node here are 4 cut-off valves, so water may go in this direction or in this direction or in this direction. And for this node here are also 4 cut-off valves, and water may go in this direction or in this direction or in this direction or in this direction. Suppose this is the end, then the water may go in this direction or in this direction. So similarly, here may be some branch pipes. So these pipes are known as branch pipes, and this is also branch pipe, this is also branch pipe. For this node there will be 3 types of cut-off valves, 3 numbers of cut-off valves. From this end there is 3 numbers of cut-off valves. For this node, in this end there is 3 number of cut-off valves. For this node there is also 3 number of cut-off valves, and for this node there is also 2 number of cut-off valves. Here is also 2 number of cut-off valves. So water may pass through in this direction or in this direction. For this cut-off valve, water may pass through in this direction. Suppose there are 4 number of cut-off valves may pass through in this direction, or in this case water may pass through in this direction. In this node there are 4 types of cut-off valves, 4 numbers of cut-off valves, and water may pass through in this direction or may pass through in this direction. For this node water may pass through also in this direction. Now for this node there are 4 numbers of cut-off valves, and water may pass through in this direction or in this direction. Okay, and here the water may pass through in this direction. Here is also 3 numbers of cut-off valves, and water may pass through in this direction or in this direction. Okay, for this node the water may pass through in this direction or in this direction. Okay, so this is almost a shape of rectangular. Suppose this portion is invalid. Suppose here are another branch pipe. Suppose here is another branch pipe. Suppose this portion is invalid. Then the water will not be supplied for in this portion, but as this is the main pipe, there are 2 directional flow from the main pipe. So if this portion is invalid, but this portion should be valid. Okay, here B means branch pipe. B means branch pipe. Okay, so these are the nomenclature of the figure, and by this we can easily understand the water distribution system in the part of grid iron system. So this is grid iron system. Okay, this is all about grid iron system. Now in my next video I will discuss about the ring system, radial system and dead end system. Okay, thank you.